All right, so here's what we're doing today. You got Halloween coming up and you got this great wig, but when you put it on, it looks a little, like what it is, a cheap wig. I think I got this at like a discount store that I literally had to go through the bins. It's actually one of the better cheap ones that I've seen, but if you just slap it on, it looks like this. So we're gonna work on that, all right? Step one, you gotta get rid of the hair. So if you have a lot of hair, then you're gonna wanna braid it or do some kind of updo or something so it's not just all piled up on top, because then you get a weird lump under the wig and you don't want that, okay? So I'm just gonna do 2 quick braids and pin those where they're out of the way, and then we'll put on our wig and make it look a little better, all right? Now I'm not too worried about what happens to my hair at this point. We're having a easy hair day and not worrying about it. So I'm not trying to make all my parts perfect or things even and things like that. You don't have to do that unless you plan on at some point taking the wig down. Then you want to spend some more time on your parts and your braids. So here goes a zoom through of braiding, because this is not a braiding tutorial. Here it goes. Okay, braid's done. Now let me show you some of the tools that you might or might not want. I'm gonna use my Lila Rose bobby pins because they're super strong to hold my braids up. I'll show you that in just a second. And then if you want to, I'm not gonna do this, I just wanna show you, I'll actually show you in a minute. You can get a hair color temporary to match whatever wig you're wearing. I think this one was like $7 or $8 at Sally Beauty Supply. It's Manic Panic. If you're a curly girl watching this, this is not curly girl friendly, I don't think. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, so maybe it's not great, but it's not terribly bad. So if you're a curly girl, I'd say this will be okay for you to use for Halloween for fun. You can bounce back from it pretty quick. We tested it out in my daughter's hair and it was great. It washed out in like 2 washes and done without me even noticing that it was still there. So we're gonna do her whole head. This is Shocking Blue. Now the jar looks purple. Did I get the right one? Yep. So it looks purple, doesn't it? But it's actually very bright, beautiful blue. So here's what we're gonna do. And then if you want to make your wig a little less shiny, you can get some dry shampoo. This is just some that I happen to have. My sister Whitney gave this to me and I don't use it very often, so I have it. You can use a spray or whatever, but that kind of takes a little bit of the shine out of the wig if you want to. And then I'm going to put a Lila Rose hair clip in my wig to make it look a little more natural and normal and less wiggish, if you can do that with a blue wig. But all right, so here we go. So I've got my braids done. They're not perfect, you see, they're already falling out. So we'll tighten that one back up a little. And then all I'm gonna do is literally just wrap it. And so what I'm not doing is trying to make a perfect braid. What I am doing is trying to make my head as flat as possible. So see, I'm just gonna wrap that around like that, and then I'm gonna take my bobby pin and just make sure you get that underneath hair and stick it in, and that's here. Now this little piece is not a big deal. It's very thin hair, so you don't need to worry about things like that. It's gonna be hidden. But I still, even though it looks like it, that's puffy hair, I don't have any weird bumps anywhere, so that's good. Because what you don't want is odd lumps in your wig. So we're gonna re-braid this one a little bit. It's from the other side. Not too important that it's great. And then now see the way I wrapped that one somehow. It's got a big lump there. So I'm gonna smooth that lump out and just tuck it into the braid. See how it's got that big bump? I'm just gonna tuck that down. I could stick another bobby pin in there if I want to. And just wrap it on around and get another bobby pin. That's all I need with these guys, is 2. So, and then whichever direction you want to go, just make sure you grab some hair and stick it in. in there. Isn't that fun? So now I have my wig. Now there's lots of ways. I actually spent hours a month or so ago combing this wig, and you see that did not hold up. So, and it's been on a mannequin for the most part. It's not terrible, but look at all those pretty curls on there. This is a long wig. So there's ways you can add like fabric softener or something. If you're gonna try to flatten or curl or iron, you need to make sure of the content of your wig. So these, okay, a little correction here. We're going to, mine has little elastics here, but it makes it too tight on my head, so I don't use them at all. There are 2 little hooks there, so maybe if you're putting this on a smaller head or your head's little, then you can use those to snug it up a little. So all I'm gonna do is just slip this baby right on over. Now you can flip it or do whatever you want. I'm just gonna get it on. So this wig is actually not really on my large head a full head wig. So the problem then becomes that no matter how well I get it on, I'm gonna have hair sticking out. So this is where I can take this, I'm not going to do this, but I can take this blue. Oh, where's my little thing? You can get your little, well, it's way up there. I had a little brush to show you. You can take this and use either a mascara brush or some kind of little cleaning brush or a cheap paint brush, like a, you know, kid's paint brush, and get you some hair color and just brush that onto those hairs there, and then they will hide for you, and that will be amazing. What do you think? So now I still don't like really the way this lays because it looks so, well, you know, fake and cheap. So I'm gonna put it where it belongs, put all the hair in the back. And what I'm gonna do, now pretend that I used that blue there, all right, is just take this couple little pieces. See how tangled it gets? They're so fun though. You can trim these if they get a little frayed at the end. It's your wig, do what you want with it, your hair. And I'm just gonna take a couple of pieces on each side and wrap around. I'm gonna turn around and do this again so you can see. I would of course spend some time smoothing that. And then I'm gonna take my Sugar Skulls flexi clip to hold that, and what I love is this is not going to damage the hair. I can also go down through the wig and use this to secure the wig more to my natural hair so it's not going to come off in the middle of all the dancing that I'm not going to do. So, okay, so there, isn't that better? What do you think? All right, so now I'm going to turn around and show you how to do that again. Y'all, this wig is so bright, I had to actually dim the lights. Okay, all right, so I'm going to show you what it looks like and then I'm going to show you what I did again. Okay, so see, there's my Sugar Skulls, and don't you just love that little pop of color against the blue? Okay, so there's the wig. I'll take some pictures of this and put up on the screen for you. So all I did, see how easy it comes out? You know, I took these 2 front hairs and just pulled them back. Let's make sure I got a good look for you here. And I'm grabbing those 2 pieces. I can actually go through the wig and catch my hair underneath to give that wig, looks like I missed a piece. No big deal. Grab it, tuck it back in. And then, let's try again. It's a little easier if you have a mirror. So stick that under through the wig and then back up again. And then that is secure. And so it's not gonna fall off my head when we have all our Halloween festivities and dance parties, all right? So why was that so hard for me to do when I usually can just stick these things in. Well, I can't see what's going on up front. You know, when you're doing your own hair, you can kind of feel what's going on. So I would highly recommend you do this with a mirror and worry more about what it looks like in the front and what it feels like, because in the back it's going to work itself out just fine. There, see? Well, still missed a little bit. Then you can spend some time smoothing that out. You might also want some hairspray. And again, that color that I used, or I didn't use today, but I showed you, was Manic Panic, and this is available at Sally's in so many colors. And the flexi clip that I'm actually wearing today is Sugar Skulls. So if that's something that you want, let me know. And you could put really any of our flexi clips. This is one of the Halloween bat ones, and you can have lots of fun with that. All right, have a great Halloween. I hope you have a great time, and I hope this gave you some easiness to make your evening go quick and smooth, so you don't have to spend a lot of time fussing over a costume. All right, have a blast. Bye. So here's that part where you're going to spend some time smoothing, and I think I mentioned this wig does not cover my whole scalp, so I'm probably going to use, if I wear this wig, some of that hair color. And again, the one that I used was Manic Panic, or the one that I bought for my daughter to use for Halloween. And anyway, way fun. So you can do that around your hairs. You could color spray some things up here if you're, see how this one kind of shows through? Sorry, I got cut. I cut myself basically, but you can kind of see how that one shows through a little. So you could get like a hairspray or something and ombre that. So guys, again, I'm not looking for a perfect wig. I'm just looking to survive Halloween, and I hope that this was very helpful. Hit that like and subscribe, and see you guys again soon. Bye.